day 3 of the Blue Economy Conference, and of course the two governors and mayors convention as the key event. And among various leaders who addressed delegates yesterday, actually at the KICC, was Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko, who was quick to welcome visitors to the city under the sun and point out what the city is already doing in terms of waste management. Take a look. All right, now I'd like us now, of course, to cross over to the KICC and talk to our business reporter, Ibrahim Karanju, who's on the ground. And actually, it's Abubakar Abdullahi, pardon me for that, who's on the ground. And Abubakar, it is day 3 of the conference, the end of this conference, 3 days after, of course, stakeholders started discussing so much about blue economy. Among other things was actually in terms of funding the resolutions and in terms of fishing, and when it comes also to the rights of fishermen and ensuring that the country's fishing industry is well protected. What do we expect to happen today?
Well, Brenda, the clock is fast ticking for the grand finale of the first Blue Economy Conference that is being held in Nairobi. Of course, Kenya playing host for the 3-day conference that started on Monday by pledges, long queues and lengthy presentation by participant countries, of course, pledging of what to do, including Kenya, which the president, of course, on Monday, saying that Kenya is now eyeing on way to curb the illegal fishing, which sees the country as of now lose close to 10 billion shillings. So the presentations as of now are over. What we expect today is that the deliberations and the considerations of the pledges that were made will be signed. We understand that President Uhuru Kenyatta is moderating a panel later on political goodwill. Of course, the Blue Economy Conference and delegates as well alluded to us that without, of course, political goodwill, this will not have an impact. So President Uhuru Kenyatta, according to the program, we cannot independently and authoritatively confirm whether he will attend, but according to the program, the president is expected to moderate a debate on political goodwill and, of course, give a final remarks later on. What some of the things that we expect is individual countries and what they will do in as far as enhancing blue economy is concerned. Remember, a fortnight ago, coastal region leaders rather, met saying that this is a frontier that they are eyeing on in as far as boosting the economy of those regions is concerned. Generally, if you look at Africa, 38 states border water bodies, so it will be interesting to see what some of the decisions, the deliberations and the outcome that each individual country will have to present back to their individual countries. So some of the things that Kenya eyes, of course, what headlines as of now is way to curb illegal fishing. Of course, this being a threat, the country, as I said earlier on as well, loses close to 10 billion shillings to illegal fishing. The president as well talked of an equipped maritime school. Remember, Kenya has one, I believe. This is now what the investment, as per what the country says, will focus on. Earlier statistics that were flaunted out indicate that Kenya is eyeing close to 131 billion shillings as well investment from blue economy. This, of course, leading way for partnership in as far as using the water bodies is concerned. So as of now, there is a discussion going on leaders' commitment. A little bit later, according to the program, the president will moderate a discussion on political goodwill, then give his final remarks. That's when we will understand a little bit further as well on what the outcome of the individual resolutions will be. We understand as of now that the resolutions will touch on 2 aspects. There is a policy aspect of what each and every country will do in as far as policy is concerned. Then there is the financial commitment. You'll understand that this is a relatively new area, according to what many of the presentations that were made here talked about, and trickling it down to even Kenya and Africa as well, being a frontier that they say will need a lot of money in as far as the establishment is concerned. The cry being more than the conference, more than the pledges being made, more than the presentations that is made, how this conference will trickle down to the local fishermen in deep seas, deep villages, who of course look into blue economy and water bodies as a source of life. So what we understand today, of course, is that countries will make their statement when it comes to what they will implement as policies and what they will give in as a financial assistance in as far as blue economy, the championing of blue economy is concerned. Remember, just to add as a footnote, 2 months ago, the African Union appointed the current Seychelles president as the ambassador of the blue economy. So blue economy as well, it has its own connotation to the youth. Remember, the president, Uhuru Kenyatta, was as well appointed by the UN as being a champion for the youth. So these are discussions that we expect, policies that we expect, and of course implementations may be of essence to the villagers or to the people on the water bodies who are seeking livelihood from water bodies. Brenda.
All right, thank you so much, Abubakar Abdullahi, for that report. So right now, let's